Let us stand from evil. Let us seek him. And then he's going to make this land one of milk and honey as you have never seen before.
It has reawakened all the homophobia that was kind of dying away because of what happened at the barrier. We claimed our space there. We claimed our space. And I think the homophobic side of it is like, how could they do that? Where did they get the guts to do that?
The benefits of the bill are enormous, and we'll do anything in our means to ensure the bill is passed.
So imagine if the government could kill you based on your sexual preference. It may seem beyond the pale and against the most basic of human rights, but that very issue is under debate in Uganda right now.
It's really unbelievable, but it's most likely to pass because the majority of Ugandan members of parliament are in favor of this bill.
Many times you're scared of the unknown, and now we know that there's even a possibility of death. It's been a wake-up call for not only Ugandans, but for everybody in the world. And it's time to strengthen ourselves and to be ready for anything. We have other Davids. There has to be a way of us sending a message out there so that it doesn't just get lost like that. It's a deep time for us to fight back as we grieve, as we mourn, as we feel that sense of loss. We can't forget that we've been empowered through the death of David. We've been empowered.
The world is no longer as it was where there was no communication. The world is becoming one. So what happens in Uganda, everybody knows about it. And we shouldn't pretend that we are just an island to ourselves.
If we cooperate and keep together and we focus for the sake of his memory, I think we can still achieve it. We don't know where it came from, but we found ourselves. Sincerely, believe me, Uganda can't wipe out homosexuality. They can't. I think some of us are naturally born that way, and we accept and rejoice in the way we are. So, to David, I think it was a great job he did. I wish I could one day get closer to his shoe. Kuntandika y'omwaka guno twakirwa munnaffe eyatemulwa David Kato. Tetusaba kuweebwa nkizo ku balala era tetusaba wabula tukaayanira eddembe lyaffe ery'obwebange abalala bonna mu nsi yaffe Uganda bye byeyagaliramu.
All of us are very aware that Honorable Bahati is working very hard. He's having sleepless nights to see that the bill goes through. I'm also having sleepless nights to see that the bill doesn't go through.
If you have more questions and you just would like to be around the homosexual and see if it will actually catch you, this is the time for you to test that. And from this minute, the Hate No More campaign has been launched. Thank you.
Gays in Uganda get a reprieve. The current session of Parliament comes to a close without a vote on Uganda's controversial anti-homosexual bill.
Asha Jathan says she is thrilled.
There's a party tonight at my bar, and we're going to celebrate.
Every one of us here has played a big part in this movement. My dear brothers and sisters, we deserve to celebrate. We've gone through a lot and we are still going through a lot. But this moment should not go unnoticed. Yes, a luta continua.
We are the creatures of the rainbow flag. We are moving forward, moving on and on. No one's gonna stop us. We are here to stay.
While gays and lesbians in Uganda are celebrating tonight, they're well aware the issue is far from over. David Bahati says he plans to reintroduce the bill in the next parliament.
Canada recommends that Uganda publicly announce the shelving of the proposed bill on homosexuality.
Norway is concerned that Uganda, in the search for growth and stability, has limited the space related to universal human rights.
Violence against LGBTs, including gay rights activists, should be investigated and be sanctioned accordingly.
We remain concerned about false accusations of LGBT people recruiting children in the press and portrayal by the press of LGBT people as abnormal, with calls to hang LGBT persons and their sympathizers.
Continue efforts to protect the rights of marginalized and vulnerable population.
The United States recommends that Uganda ensure equal rights for all individuals, regardless of sexual orientation.
For Zimbabwe does not hesitate to recommend that Uganda put in place stringent measures to ensure that children are not recruited into abhorrent practices incompatible with Ugandan law and culture.
There is neither Jew nor Greek. There is neither slave nor free. There is neither male nor female. For you are all one. I think if Paul was living this time, he would even put, there is neither LGBT nor straight. We are all one.
They kept on saying we're not here, but of late, we are here.